Folks, this is a 2021 Hyundai Palisade SE. It's got 101,000 miles, 200 vehicle, clean Carfax, regularly serviced. And this is Jeremiah over here at Drive Hub, formerly Josh's Owner 10 at 1350 North Cable Road here in Lima. I'm going to give you a walk around of the vehicle. As I do, we're going to mention, of course, that every one of our vehicles comes with a 3-month, 4,500 mile limited powertrain warranty on the vehicle, which covers the engine, transmission, the drivetrain, so 100% of the parts and labor of that coverage are taken care of. But let's go ahead and get to the vehicle, and we'll start in the rear. Got a number of all-weather mats and so on and so forth. Starting out, you'll notice we have the little dots on the back of the bumper. That is your proximity alert system on the vehicle. Get my drive out tag. There you go. So that proximity alert, of course, beeps as you get closer to objects. Solid beep if you're really close. You do have your smart liner on the vehicle that is covering up your storage, and also our third row seating underneath, where we have up in the third row cup holders on both sides. We have a 12-volt power adapter back here, and also the button that you can press to drop down our seats, which I'm going to go ahead and do the right seat. Boop, there it is. And we quickly make a storage space for the second row, large cabin area to put things into. All right, let's go ahead and go to the passenger rear of the vehicle. So it always takes two hands on this one. Hold on. So it's easy to be able to, if you're in the back seat, or if you just want to make room to push a button or push a button in order to get the seat to maneuver for you and scoot forward. Otherwise, with the button, or excuse me, the lever here, the seat can lean for the folks in the second row, so you can actually relax in the back. If you got younger kids, hard back seats, so your kidneys don't get bludgeoned if they decide to kick. All weather mats in the second row. Cup holders, 12-volt power adapter, and the folks in the back have their own controls, which can be locked out up the front if need be on the vehicle. We got your old blank handles, right, in case of turbulence, and the vents, where they should always be in vehicles, I think, at least, so you can have that airflow if you need it. Let's go to the passenger side. Usual suspects: power windows, power locks in the vehicle. Your seat adjustment, proximity adjustment to pull you closer or further away. You know, of course, you still have your books in the vehicle. And then we'll come to this side, but while we're here, you do have a pass-through underneath where we have a USB port and a 12-volt power adapter and a little place to stow things. Notice that little tab right there? That can be grabbed and popped out so you can easily clean. LED headlights, excuse me, LED daytime running lights to give it a nice stout appearance, that vertical appearance. It gives it more, well, I guess they're trying to do more of that luxury look that Hyundai has always done here. Same thing here, power windows, power locks, but now we have power side mirrors and ability to lock out the other windows if need be. Seats again are height adjustable with our lean and our all-weather mats. Okay, let's do a couple things here, the basic things to start. We do have a removable tray for the vehicle right there. Looks like my rear view mirror has come off. I'll have that reattached, but there you go. That's your rear view mirror, as it should be, but sometimes people don't say when they detach things. USB port, 12-volt power adapter on the vehicle. I like the fact that our cup holders can be, that's a little arrow right there telling you to push it in that direction. So now we have a nice cargo space with a USB port. If we want our cup holders, just press. There they are, reappear. Let's go ahead and push that back. Up on here, we have a couple of things. We have our shifting buttons. Then we also have our ability to change our drive modes. And also, this is an all-wheel drive system, so you can change it for the different kinds of terrain as well. So Eco mode changes the shift points of your transmission to get better fuel efficiency, shifts faster through the gears in city. However, sport mode is quite the opposite. It'll hang in that lower gear longer and it'll move. It has a significant change in its performance when you put it in the sport mode, and comfort is in between the two. It also changes the tension of your steering wheel. Sport mode is tighter, whereas comfort is just very easy to turn. Okay, and since we're up here, and we'll come back down there, we do have our voice command, answer and hang up buttons for our cell phone, and then also volume and channel changer and AM, FM, XM channel changer right there. This does come with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay too with that radio system. The right hand side features our cruise control, and this has smart cruise control, meaning you're set at 55 miles an hour and someone pulls out in front of you and they want to go 45. You can change the distance of approach to that person so you can be further away or closer to them, but once they get out of the way, your vehicle will kick back up to the 55 mile an hour, but in the meantime it's behind them going at whatever pace you choose. We do have paddle shifters, So if you like to use the manual shifting ability of the vehicle, you can't brake it. If you put it in first, second, third gear, whatever, it's not going to redline. It will shift itself. If you accidentally put it into a manual mode, just press and hold the upshift button until it turns drive up the front. Speaking of which, we are up there. We can see we're currently in smart mode at 101,000 miles, almost 102,000 miles. Left-hand stalk, just like on imports, has your headlights. Love the fact that Hyundai tells you here and there what your headlights are set to. Steering wheel is tilt and telescopic, so you can put it right where you want it to go. And then over here we have a couple features. Electronic parking brake down here. Electronic stability control, leave that on unless you want to do donuts in a parking lot. And then lane keep assist, so as long as the camera can see lines in the road, it will bounce the vehicle between the lines of the road. Once the lines disappear, if your hands aren't on it, so do you off the side of the road. Keep that in mind. You have your interior light adjustment. Back over here, we have a couple other features. You can turn off those backup sensors if you don't like the beep, beep, beep. If you don't like sitting at a stoplight when the vehicle turns itself off and it's smoking hot outside, you can turn that feature off so it always runs. And then we have our hill descent assist. I always like to tell people, think about Chattanooga, Tennessee. Steep grade hill, you're going down, so what are you doing? You're braking, you're braking, you're braking to slow up. To have this on, it will use the transmission to slow you down on those descents. Auto hold. Here in Lima, I like to think about long lines at the Cupies when you're trying to get a burger there. So with auto hold engaged, the vehicle can be in drive. And when you come to a complete stop, you can let off the brake even though you're still in drive. So it gives you that relaxing moment. And then when you want to move again, you just tap the accelerator, you're moving, hold the brake until you come to a complete stop, and then you can relax again. That's kind of nice, right? It's a thought. And otherwise we have our environmental controls with fan speed and temperature, the various modes in between. And then we have our hard buttons, which will separate us to our infotainment system above. Our backup camera. Do a backup camera there. Of course, as I mentioned, AM, FM, XM radio, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Now that we're definitely on that screen. The most nice thing here is you have your spyglass, so you can see what the folks in the back are doing. Anything else in particular? It's always nice to note that these guys do extend, so they will block out the sun for the entire window. There's vanity lights. When the mirror slides open, kicks on the light. But yeah, if there's anything on here that I missed that you'd like to see on the vehicle, feel free to give me a call or a text. It's 419-890-8793. And again, this is Jeremiah over here at Drive Hub here in Lima at 1350 North Cable Road. Thank you for watching. Take care.